The value of time, a life changing story. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Alex. Alex was a bright and ambitious individual, but he had one major flaw. He had no concept of time management. He would often procrastinate, putting off important tasks until the last minute. One day, Alex's grandfather, a wise and experienced man, called him to his bedside. Alex's grandfather was old and frail, and Alex could see that he didn't have much time left. Alex, my boy, his grandfather said, his voice weak but full of wisdom. I want to tell you something important, something that I wish someone had told me when I was your age. What is it, grandfather? Alice asked. Curious, the value of time, his grandfather replied. Time is the most precious thing we have in life. It's the only thing that we can't get back once it's gone. And yet, most people waste it, just like you do. Alex looked down, feeling ashamed. He knew that his grandfather was right, but it's not too late to change. His grandfather continued. You can start valuing your time today. Make a plan, set goals, and prioritize your task. Don't waste a single minute on things that don't matter. Alex nodded, determined to change his way. He spent the rest of the day with his grandfather, listening to his stories and learning from his experience. The next day, Alex's grandfather passed away, but his words had left a lasting imprint on Alex. He realized that his grandfather had been right. Time was precious and he had been wasting it. Alex made a decision to change his life. He started by making a schedule and prioritizing his task. He cut back on unnecessary activities and focused on her goals. As the day turned into weeks and the weeks turned into months, Alex noticed a significant change in his life. He was more productive, more efficient, and more successful. He had more time for the thing he loved and he was happier. Alex realized that his grandfather had given him a precious gift, the gift of time management. He had taught him to value his time, to prioritize his task, and to focus on his goals. Years went by and Alex became a successful businessman. He never forgot the lesson his grandfather had taught him and he continued to value his time. One day, Alex was invited to give a speech at a conference. He stood on the stage, looking out at the sea of faces, and he began to speak. The value of time, he said. It's a lesson that I learned from my grandfather. He taught me to prioritize my task, to focus on my goals, and to value every minute of my time. Alex paused, looking out at the audience. Time is precious, he continued. It's the only thing that we can't get back once it's gone. So let's make the most of it. Let's value every minute, every hour, every day. Let's prioritize our task, focus on your goals, and make the most of our time. The audience applauded and Alex smiled. He knew that he had passed on the lesson his grandfather had taught him.